The girl gives her car keys to the security guard and says, "Please clean the car." The security guard replies, "Yes, madam, I'll do it." The girl stops and looks at him with surprise. She notices that the security guard is eating. The girl says, "Oh, you're eating? Okay, give me the keys. I'll have someone else clean the car." The guard insists, "No, madam, I'll do it." The girl's assistant interrupts and says rudely, "Oh, madam, what do they even do all day? They just keep eating." Then she scolds the guard, "Get up and clean madam's car first, then you can eat later." The security guard starts to get up, but the girl stops him and says, "No, sit down." Then she turns to her assistant and says, "You keep quiet. It's his kindness that he helps us with these small tasks. Otherwise, his job is to provide security, not to clean cars." The girl looks at the guard's food and says, "You're eating bread with onions? Where's the curry?" The security guard replies, "Madam, my wife isn't feeling well, and I only know how to make bread, so I'm eating it lovingly." The girl asks, "Why don't you just buy food from outside?" The guard says, "Madam, I could buy food, but my salary is only 10,000 rupees. My wife is sick. All my money goes to her treatment." The assistant interrupts again. "Oh, madam, these are just excuses. They earn plenty and still keep complaining." The girl gets angry and says, "How many times have I told you not to interrupt when two people are talking? Don't you understand?" The assistant says softly, "Sorry, madam." Then the girl says to the guard, "Why don't you eat from the office canteen? The food there is free for all staff." The guard replies, "Madam, the canteen food is for office employees, not for people like us." The girl says, "But you're also staff here. You work for the office too." Again, the assistant cuts in. "He'll eat from the office canteen? With us, madam, he's a security guard, and we're office staff." The girl sternly says, "You be quiet." Then she turns to the security guard and says, "Go now and get your lunch from the canteen. And if anyone says anything to you, come straight to me." The guard thanks her with a gesture, and the girl says, "Now give me the car keys." The guard hesitates, but then hands over the keys. The girl leaves, and the guard goes to get his food. The next day, while the girl is in her office, her assistant comes in angrily and says, "Madam, I need to talk to you." The girl says, "Yes, go ahead." The assistant says irritably, "Madam, you did the wrong thing by allowing that security guard to eat in our canteen. Now he'll eat with us. Madam, just look at his level and ours. It doesn't look good if he eats with us." The girl calmly says, "Oh, really? You're right. It'll look even better when all the security guards and cleaners eat together with us. I eat lunch with all of you every day, and I've never felt bad. I've never talked about levels. I'm your boss, but I've never tried to show anyone down. And if you've understood what I mean, go and tell everyone. From tomorrow, all staff will eat lunch together in the canteen. No one will bring lunch from home." Then she makes a phone call and says, "Please come upstairs." The security guard enters and says, "Yes, madam, you called me?" The girl says, "Yes, I called you to tell you that starting tomorrow, all security guards and cleaners will eat lunch together in the canteen." Says, "Thank you very much, madam." Then the girl turns to her assistant and says, "And if you have a problem with that, you can bring your lunch from home. I don't like people who think this way." The assistant apologizes. "Sorry, madam, I'll never do that again." The girl says, "For me, everyone is equal. Now you may go." The assistant quietly leaves the room. This girl truly deserves a like for her kindness, respect for others, and sense of